Well, good evening, everybody. Michael Soothing here. I did an unboxing video not long ago, and now I am using my new camera. And don't expect great things from it from this video because the lighting in here is so unnatural. But you might be able to detect some minor difference. I think the color's more natural with this one than with my old one. And today I wanted to do another unboxing, but this poor box came to me all smashed in a package. I already took it out of its bag, but I haven't opened the box yet. And this is what it is. It is a Digipack waterproof camcorder case that you can use to, go snorkeling or something and video underwater with your camera. Supposedly it's good to a depth of 10 meters down. It's UV coated also to help to help improve contrast. So, what does it say? Digipack, you can shoot underwater, right? So there's like a kid swimming, and if you wanted to shoot your kids in the pool, no, I don't mean with a handgun, although you might be tempted. I mean if you wanted to video them in the pool or something. What I might use it for, since I don't expect to go snorkeling anytime soon, and since I don't have a backyard pool, I was thinking I might submerge my camera in a lake, in the shallow part of a fairly clear lake, to video, newts and other little underwater critters, and to see what the sounds are like, when it's picking it up through the plastic case, the underwater sounds and things like that. I thought that might make for an interesting ASMR video. What do you think? I wonder if I can get this to take a snapshot. I don't know how to do it, but if I hold it like this for a while, I think that I think YouTube will decide this is a proper thumbnail and give me that option. Because once again, I'm a little too lazy. Oh look, here are the compatibilities on the back. It fits the Canon series, so that's good. That's what I'm going to use it for. You could use it for snowboarding, kayaking. You know what would be cool to do with this? But I would need a partner. So I'll wait till I have a partner. I could go fishing, right? And if it's a clear water lake, as I'm battling the fish close to the boat, I could have my partner, if I really, really trust them not to have slippery fingers, I could have them submerge the camera and film the fish, battling around under the water. And then you could actually see as the fish gets off the hook and swims away, which is what would happen to me if it was large, a good fish. So that would be a cool use for this. And that way I will have caught the fish even if it gets away, because I will have caught it on camera, right? So let's see what else this says before I open it up. Camcorder case with L. Whatever L means, I don't know. And based on a patented design and technology, how much technology goes into a plastic case? I don't know. The Digipack is a brand new waterproof case for digital cameras. In 6 different modes, it accommodates compatibility with various cameras and blah blah blah. Alright, so this would have been so cool when I went to Hawaii, went to Maui and did some and Kauai, did some snorkeling and saw some beautiful fish of every kind and description. I wish I could remember the names. Coral reef type fish. And now the names escape me. Yeah, maybe in another video I'll show some of them to you and I'll remember their names. But let's open this thing up. Oh, it's not sealed with tape or anything. I can just open it like that. Take this out. I'm not going to do an overhead shot this time. Pull this out. And see what we've got here. I have my old camera around here. Somewhere. Here it is. So I can see if it actually fits in this thing. So let me open it. First, let's see what else, besides this, what else came in the box. Some instruction, maybe? I don't know. No, it looks like promotional material. Something about get some free photo prints or something for a limited time. Ritz Pics. I make my own photo prints just fine using a Canon photocopier, and they come out really well. I'll show you some sometime, and you'll know why I don't need to go to an outside service. Of course, if I was going to try to make a 20 by 30 print for the wall or something, I might go to an outside service for that. But I'd have to get a better camera first, because my old Canon G11, which is a very good camera, by the way, it's a great old standby, much beloved by photographers, but if you want a big blow-up print, you need a good DSLR, like an EOS, whatever they are, 11 or something, and I will be acquiring something like that in the future at some point in time. But I don't want to waste money, because you never know how you might come into possession. I'm going to open a Ziploc bag. I have opened the Ziploc bag. Take this out. And we'll check it out. It's got it's like a nice thick vinyl. And there's a hand thing on the side here, it looks like, for holding it and controlling it. See there? So let's see how you put the camera in this thing. It didn't come with any instructions whatsoever. And that means that it must be pretty simple to figure out, which means that if you have a rocket science background, you won't be able to figure it out, because you'll have no common sense. So, do you ever notice that sometimes the people who are good at complicated problems can't figure out something really simple, like sticking the gas nozzle into their car and pumping the gas properly? But anyway, let's got a Velcro, super duper Velcro closure. That's not the part that seals it though. This is going to make a huge racket to you, so I'm going to hold it way back here. I'll probably have to edit that sound down later. Now, how do you open the whole thing? Let's find out. We might be here for a week. Oh, I see how it works. It's all rolled up tight, and you've got to undo this, and you have to unroll it first, like that. And then it's got a super double or triple Ziploc thing to seal out all the water. So it's got multiple ways of keeping the water out. You do 2 Ziplocs, and then it rolls, and then you do a Velcro closure to hold the rolls tight over the Ziplocs, it would appear. So let's see if we can undo these Ziplocs. It's pretty tough. I might have to repan the camera down to show you, because I'm not really showing you this way, am I? I got it open. I feel like I'm going to go scuba diving soon when I start playing with stuff like this. It's got a soft, I don't know what this is for. It's a piece of foam, and I think it has an important purpose. I read this online. You put the foam under the body of the camera or something, and it doesn't slide around as much inside this bag. So let's see. Of course, it comes with the requisite pack of silica gel, whose intended purpose is to suck up any residual moisture inside this thing. Let's see. I know I'm gonna feel like a complete doof when I try to do this. I shouldn't do it while you're watching, because it might be a total fail. But I'm just gonna try to see if I can at least figure out how I'm gonna do the controls. Let's see now. Okay, so I've stuck the camera in like that. It's gonna shoot through this plexiglass, this heavy-duty plexiglass front. If I open the lens cover like that, the question is, how am I going to do it after I seal all this up? Because the side thing, which turns the camera on and off, will have to be closed. I won't be able to look at the LCD display. And of course, that's what I read when I was reading about these. They said you're just going to have to assume, point and shoot, and kind of know your view, your field of view angle for your particular camera, because you can't see the LCD display. So the question is, can I turn my camera on and off with the LCD closed? Well, to answer that question, I would have to put a charged up battery on the back of this, and I don't have one because I just drained my old one, and I put my charged one on this new camera to shoot this video. So I may have to report back to you, but I'm certain that I can do it by pressing this red button once I have activated the start thing on here. Once I've turned it on, I think I can use the red button. So the question is, will I be able to push the red button while it's in this plastic thing? Let's find out. I'm going to have to edit out these loud Velcro sounds before I send this video to you over the YouTube airways. Okay, it's really hard to get in here. I should point this, I should reorient this so that you can follow along and laugh your rear end off watching me try to do this, because I've never done it and I don't have the slightest idea how to do it. But I'm going to make one more attempt before I show it to you. That's a very annoying sound. It's not ASMR-ish. It's fingers on a chalkboard ASMR, which is not the kind you want. Okay, now I stuck the camera in there like that. So now I'm going to seal it with the two super duper Ziploc seals. I'm going to seal this one like that. I'm going to seal the lower one. And then I'm going to wrap this tight like this and Velcro it shut. Of course, I'm going to have to test this with my old camera. I'm going to fill the sink with water and immerse this thing and find out, you know what I should do? I'll find a dummy load to put in here that's not a camera, you know, just like a can of soup or something, and I will use that as my test pilot, my camera test pilot, and I'll stick that down as deep in the water as I can get it. I'll take it to some place where I can sink it underneath, but I'll try it in the sink first. And if this really keeps all the water out perfectly every time, then I'll be brave enough to try it with the camera. But meanwhile, let's see how this works. So if I stick my hand through here like this to hold the camera, oh, you know what? I'm already seeing what I did wrong, what I klutzed out and did wrong. I should have squeezed out all the air, because now I can't grip the camera, because this air is creating a bubble and it's working against me. So I'm going to have to redo this, squeeze all the air out first so that I can really get my hand around the camera and keep it up against this thing. So do you see why I should have tried this first? I'm going to call this a fail video and then come back and do another one where we test it underwater and listen for sounds and things. I'll show you that part so you can test it with me. And so for now, I'm just going to say the sounds are pretty nice. I like the feel of the final. If I had all the air squeezed out, I could get in here and push the red button and hold this thing up against the window where it's supposed to go. And then it might be useful for underwater filming. Or what I'm going to use it for also is I'm going to take it to the ocean, because you know salt spray will destroy a camera quicker than just about anything. And when you're on the Pacific Ocean, the prevailing winds are always coming off the ocean and into your face and right into the lens of your camera and the electronics, any that's exposed. And there's nothing more corrosive than salt water. It will eat away and destroy anything it touches. So, which is why people that live next to the ocean, their cars are all rusted out, right? So I'm thinking of moving next to the ocean soon, a couple blocks away, and if I do, I'm going to keep my car garaged and also keep it washed, and that way it won't corrode. But in this case, this would protect the camera if you were doing, say, a long static shot of the waves for ASMR. Now what I would have to do is I would have to modify this thing, put a little hole in it, and thread a stereo mini plug cable in, and use an external microphone. And I would have to put a very good bead of RTV sealant around that hole in that cable, so it would become a permanent part of the camera bag. And I would do that on both sides of this vinyl. I know how to do it, and so I could make it just as watertight as this enclosure. Then I could stick the other end into my Tascam stereo microphone, which is very excellent for picking up nature sounds and getting the full range. Like with waves, you want the deep booming sound, not just the higher frequencies of the foam and the swish sound and the crashing sound. You want the whole experience, right? So I'll have to get a little exotic and a little bit innovative in order to make this do what I want it to. But I think it will be interesting to try it with underwater too. We were at a lake a couple days ago, and when we were exploring around, and it was a nice day, and right next to the little dock that you can walk out on, there was this little newt, and it was standing up on its hind legs underwater like this. It was looking like this. It was a very cute newt. Okay, if you don't like amphibians, you're going to say, how can a salamander be cute? Well, you had to have been there. But if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get you a video of that from an underwater angle. Then you'll understand what I'm talking about when the smiling, happy little salamander was going like that, standing up underwater on his hind feet. Okay, so anyway, it'd be cool to catch a fish swimming underwater too. I would love that. Someday I'm going to get an aquarium, and this would be pretty cool for that, putting in the aquarium so that you could capture these sounds from the perspective of the fish. That would be kind of interesting, don't you think? All right, that's it for this one, everybody. Don't ASMR and drive, of course. And I hope you have a pleasant sleep. Hopefully you're not hearing this because you're asleep already. But if you are, have a pleasant sleep and a good week. Bye-bye.